And thereof. Over 2¼ miles, the Tote mare's maiden hurdle. Setting off to make it is Bambino Fever, followed by Cornelienne. Third is Alliteration, and fourth is Ode to Joy. They're followed on the approach to the straight, and the first flight by Miss Georgina. Scoch is next, and on the inside, Family Getaway. Round the bend for the first flight, first of 9. And it's Bambino Fever over by 3 lengths to Cornelienne. Third is Alliteration, followed by Miss Georgina. Ode to Joy on the outside of Scoch, being followed inside their final 2 miles by Family Getaway. And then Lady Victrix, Tell Me Ma, and then Annie's Bell. Little Ivy at the back of the field as they jump the second flight is the grey Castle Rock Lady. Out in front by an increasing 4 lengths, Bambino Fever and Paul Townend. Second is Cornelienne and Mark Walsh. Third is Alliteration and Keith Donoghue. And then comes Ode to Joy and Miss Georgina. Scoch next. And running the rail is Family Getaway. Then Lady Victrix and Annie's Bell. Tell Me Ma with the final couple. Little Ivy and Castle Rock Lady. Turning away to flights 3, 4, and 5. In front is Bambino Fever, Cornelienne second, third Alliteration, or a single change in the first 3, and then Ode to Joy and Miss Georgina. Scoch next, and then Family Getaway. Bambino Fever jumped that third flight in a lead of 5 lengths. On rising ground to the next, Bambino Fever from Cornelienne. Ode to Joy moves to dispute third with Alliteration, and then Miss Georgina. Scoch is next. And on the inside is Family Getaway, followed by Lady Victrix as they jump the last in this line. And now quite a run before they reach the next. A blunder there by Annie's Bell. Heading up towards the highest point of the course, soon at the halfway stage, the Tote mare's maiden hurdle. Bambino Fever's lead has been reduced in between hurdles. Now shows just a couple of lengths in front of Cornelienne. Alliteration has regained third from Ode to Joy, and then Miss Georgina. 4 lengths to Family Getaway and Scoch, and Lady Victrix next, and Little Ivy. Annie's Bell, Tell Me Ma, as they race past the halfway stage. Castle Rock Lady is trailing by a good few lengths now as Bambino Fever continues this lengthy run to the 4th last flight. She's been in front from the start. Cornelienne's always been second, and then Alliteration, followed by Ode to Joy, Miss Georgina next, and then comes Scoch and Lady Victrix, and on the inside is Family Getaway. 7 furlongs to go, 4 left to jump. Bambino Fever by 3 lengths to Cornelienne, something similar back to in third place Alliteration, who's moved on from Miss Georgina and Ode to Joy, then Lady Victrix. Scoch is next, and they're followed by Little Ivy, Family Getaway, Annie's Bell, Tell Me Ma, and Detached is Castle Rock Lady. 3 more flights to jump, 6 furlongs to go in the Tote sponsored mare's maiden. Bambino Fever, Paul Townend, as of yet to be headed, followed by Cornelienne and Mark Walsh. In third is Alliteration and Keith Donoghue, then Miss Georgina and John Shinnick. Into 5th, Lady Victrix as they jump the flight, which is homeward bound in 3 from the finish. Bambino Fever. At this one, Cornelienne hit that quite hard, but survived the error as they race past their point of departure. 2 more flights left to jump. It's Bambino Fever running round the final turn. Tracked all the while by Cornelienne, then Alliteration. Closing in the green and white is Little Ivy, followed by Miss Georgina. Pushed along is Lady Victrix and then Scoch. Turning in with 2 left to jump. Bambino Fever by 2 lengths to Cornelienne. Coming round them was Little Ivy, then Alliteration, Miss Georgina over the second last. And the leader continues to be Bambino Fever and is starting to pressurize the ones in behind now. Cornelienne second, followed after a break, Little Ivy and then Alliteration, followed by Miss Georgina on the run of the final flight. And it is Bambino Fever in front from the start. She's safely over the last from Cornelienne, well clear of Alliteration in third, well inside the final furlong. Bambino Fever suffered an unexpected reversal at Naas, gets back on track on her second hurdle start, making all in the process. Cornelia in his second, alliteration in third. The first three finished as they start.
Yeah, we just walked back in with Paul Townend. You really got a good kick out of that one.
What's rare is wonderful, is that what it is?
At least you had the bragging rights out. You asked Jodie how to ride her this morning.
I did, yeah. No, look, she was grand. Box ticked, and she was enjoying herself, taking in the scenery in front. But when I grabbed hold of her and let her know we were going racing, she done what I wanted her to do, and it was grand, yeah.
And she really loves jumping. She's attacking those hurdles.
Yeah, she's good fun. I schooled her, I think, the first day at home, and I kind of went for her every day after that. She was the safe option. So.
And the first day, she jumped brilliantly in Naas. I just think you just bumped into a smart mare the last day.
Definitely above average one. And you know, if Gordon hadn't gone there, we'd have won and we'd have been delighted, and she'd have improved for it. We just ran into one that was above average and had fitness on its side that day. But we were disappointed to get beaten, but happy enough with what she'd done, and she's come on for a chat.
She kept lengthening all the way down the straight today. When you give her a squeeze turning in off the bench, she's kept lengthening down over that.
She has, and I just kept her going. She'll have to learn to jump at speed as well. So yeah, we learned that as well today.
Blood Destiny?
Big ask with all the weight, but hello. Getting bet the first day cost me a stick today, so I don't think Jodie ever gave him a whip, so I might be the favourite now.
Back to Blood Destiny.
Yeah, big ask with all the weight, but back in a handicap, he might have a bit of class. He's good bits of form, and it'll be a big ask. He has disappointed a few days though.
So Jodie will have to send him on a stick now.
We'll keep up, and she'll have to send a saddle or something.
Well done.
Thanks.
As expected, Bambino Fever gets off the mark. Second time of asking over hurdles, as Jerry said in commentary, making all as well. Unbeaten in 4 starts in bumpers, including the champion bumper and the Cheltenham bumper last season. Wins in the colours of the O'Connell-Morgan Syndicate. Have given both families some fantastic days so far, and she's been very impressive, as we would have thought. Jumped extremely well to get off the mark over hurdles.
Yeah, that was good. She got into a nice rhythm at the front end. Paul Townend rode her quite confidently, and she jumped extremely well throughout, and I think she's taken a big step forward from that performance in Naas, that seasonal debut. You'd have to be happy with that, I think, Kevin. She's obviously extended all the way to the line and put a big gap between herself and the runner-up, Cornelian, who hit, I think it was 3 out, got 3 out wrong, but we picked them up here with a few more to jump, and you could always tell by Paul Townend, he was going a nice pace at the front end. He didn't go too quick early on, but he picked it up, and I suppose he was always confident, he was always happy, and he was always doing things the way he wanted to.
Well, he was able to dictate the race. He rode her as the best filly in the race, which she was, and he was able to, she jumped really well too, I thought, in the hole. Foot perfect near enough on the way around, and Paul has kept it very easy on her, and as I say, she's jumped for fun. She's run out a good winner. Never at any stage had you any anxious moments.
No, not at all. Obviously with Cornelian lined up in behind, got locked on, got a little bit keen throughout the race, but I think even Cornelian has run quite well, but no match for the facile winner in Bambino Fever. We probably expected her to do something like this in Naas the last day, but she bumped into a resilient old school outlaw who wasn't going down without a fight, and she's improved markedly from that Naas performance. And with a few more to jump here, Kevin, they started queuing up in behind her. Obviously Little Ivy made ground, as did Miss Georgina as well. That's where Cornelian got it completely wrong and lost a bit of momentum. Alliteration started to come off the bridle at this point in time, but Paul was always confident, and you could tell by his body language he was just waiting and waiting till he turned into the home straight, pressed the buttons, and away she went.
She kept lengthening all the way down over the last couple as well. You can just see Paul here now. He gives her a squeeze and away she goes, just to try to draw the sting out of the ones in behind. Mark Walsh now down to 2 out. You can see Little Ivy just starting to get involved as well. But Paul Townend has gone at this stage, and he's kept lengthening and lengthening all the way down over the last 2 up to the line.
Yeah, it's impressive the way she's quickened all the way to the finish line. She's quickened up really impressively, and nothing that we didn't expect from her, nothing that she's not capable of. Clean and neat over the last as well, and she's pulled away from the rest of the field. She was a standout performer in this, and needless to say, it was a golden opportunity for her to get off the mark over hurls for the first time, and she returns to winning ways, obviously in the colours of the O'Connell-Morgan syndicate, who have had a fabulous season last year with her, Kevin, and I can only imagine that this season is going to get bigger and better for them as well.
Very much so. It'll be interesting to see if we see her at the Dublin Racing Festival, and imagine the Mare's Novice Hurdle at Cheltenham as we'll see her there, all things being equal as well. Gives a good boost to the form of Old School Outlaw as well, who beat her first run of the season as well.
It does. I can imagine they possibly might be reopposing each other sometime soon, but yeah, I've always been a big fan of Bambino Fever. You have to love everything she does. She shows such a good attitude as well, and I think it's exciting times ahead for what she can do this season.
Yes, indeed. Back over the trip for the second time as well. Her first and only start over 2.25 miles is when she won her bumper. I think it was first time out. She did win a pint for Nicky Stokes. That was a 2.25 mile bumper at Punchestown back in December of last year. But what a really good mare she is, and she gets off the mark with the minimest of fuss on her second time of asking over hurdles.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.